What's going on, guys? Bengal King here, coming back at you with another video, and today we are doing a video from last year that is quite the undertaking, honestly. And believe it or not, I do have a series of this going on my channel where it's a zero overall franchise where we play every single game. And if it sounds like a terrible idea, it's because it is. It is the worst. But today we're doing a zero overall rebuild. This is like the hardest possible rebuild you can do because there's absolutely nothing to work with. You have only like the picks that you have. And even though we're doing the Dolphins, this is not the real life roster, so we don't have all their picks. We only have the picks that they had going into this season. Zero overall everything. It's not like we have a star or two to build around and some good pieces. We have a zero overall roster. Everybody's a zero. It is terrible. But of course, if you guys are new here, I would appreciate you hitting that subscribe button. And if you're going to buy tickets for anything, might as well use code BENGAL on SeatGeek and save yourself $20 when you do so. But I guess let's go ahead and get into it. This is going to be painful and unsuccessful, but I mean, if we can make this a Super Bowl team, that'd be phenomenal. But I mean, we'll see. It's tough enough this year as it is with an amazing team, let alone whatever this atrocity is going to be. Of course, we gotta take a look at the roster and see what we have to work with, which, spoiler alert, is nothing. There's absolutely nothing here. Everyone is a 12 overall, but that's the absolute lowest it will go because of, I believe, injury rating. When you go into actual ratings, you can see that everyone is 0 overall everything except for 11 injury, which is the absolute lowest that can go. These are poor players, I think you could say. Like, they're not that good. And I think this is going to be a pretty tough season for us. Like, it really is. It's going to be just like cleaning house and doing what we can to get anybody. So, I mean, like, there's no point to even simulate to the midseason mark, really, because it's not like I really want to re-sign any of these players with expiring contracts, and they do cost money. It's not like these guys are playing for free. Some of these contracts are not so good to the point of where it's like some of the players we're going to be a little bit stuck with. Like, Ryan Fitzpatrick, for example, the penalty for cutting him is $6.5 million. Even though he is a 12 overall at 36 years old. That is a frightening face scan, if that's what that is. I'm going to not sleep for days, and I might not be sleeping for days because that might take me days to actually rebuild this team. But I guess let's go ahead and simulate straight to the playoffs, which, again, we're not going to be making. I know some of you might be thinking, they could scrape in. I don't think so. I don't think this is the team that's going to shock the world as a real underdog story and make the playoffs. I would be shocked if we even scored a point the entire season. But we'll see. Wow, shocker. Not really a playoff squad here. We went 0-16, which, to be fair, that was expected. I think no one's surprised here. I'm not telling any tales out of school. Was saying that this was going to be a winless season, but did we get any points? Nope. But at least we only lost by 56 to the Colts. Pretty good performance of us from us, and like, you know what? We let up 105 to the Jets. This was a good comeback performance to only lose by 56. That's a hell of a team effort. And we'll also check out the stats, see who our main contributors were, if you can even say that. As Blake Sims threw for 1,500 yards. Could have been worse, honestly. How many interceptions? 33? Yeah, that'll happen. Not a great year from him. As far as rushing goes, nobody even had 1 yard. In fact, we only had negative yards. Tough year for Russell Shell? Rochelle? I'm annoyed by your name. I'm not even going to... Good, you rushed for negative 400 yards. Whatever. Evan Berry caught 40 passes for 477. Hell of a year from him. That's pretty much the only noteworthy anything. Thurston Armbrister, though, with 125 tackles, 124 for DeMontre Wade. Did we get any sacks? No. What about an interception? Of course not. I was silly to even think about it. And obviously no defensive touchdowns, as we didn't score any touchdowns of any kind, or even a field goal. We didn't do anything. And clearly we're not going to be in the race for any award. It's not going to happen. But what we do have is the #1 overall pick. I can assure you that much. And here's the thing. We're going to have to trade down. We have to get as much draft capital as possible to rebuild this entire roster because it is viciously bad. Now, we are up to a 10 overall, so that's encouraging. 18 overall offense, 1 overall defense. So, I mean, there's some positives there. Look at Rios here. Marcus Rios out of UCLA. He went ahead and got star development because he had such a great season that he went up ahead and got star development. Wade too with star dev. Dude, we got some pieces to work with here defensively. Call me crazy, but we might have some studs here. I don't know if you guys saw that on camera. I just tried to drink from my bottle there, and it had the cap on it because I'm an idiot. And I'm an idiot because I'm doing this challenge. So we'll see. We only have 185 million to spend. That's a pretty hefty amount of cap room. And Andrew Luck is here. Here's the thing. It's a 0 overall team. At what point do we have to go all out and do whatever we can? We're throwing realism aside. This is a 0 overall team. Why would we not lure Andrew Luck out of retirement? I know what you're thinking. Andrew Luck, he retired. He left the Colts. Pretty good team. But you know what? There's a bigger appeal to this 0 overall Dolphins team that he would join, come out of retirement, because you know what his issue was. Getting injured, no protection, but he knows injuries are off. So the offensive line really doesn't matter. Andrew Luck, hopefully, is going to be the newest member of the Miami Dolphins. We're going to offer him a big contract. If I can take this down, though, because he's not getting any offers, and just stretch out the money, we should be in a really good spot. Okay, offseason free agents period 1. We got 3 big free agents: Kareem Hunt, Austin Hooper, and Xavier Howard. Some free agents that I don't usually see were in there, like Xavier Howard. I decided to go out and get him. I think Kareem Hunt is a big get. Austin Hooper's a big get. We need a whole offensive line, but I think a lot of that will come in the draft. Xavier Howard, again, is a huge get for our team. Bringing him back to Miami, this time not as a 0 overall. Now, the problem is we didn't get everybody because I guess Andrew Luck was the only other one I offered on. I would like to get him. We're still the only offer. Just pull the trigger, Andrew. Okay, big stuff. We lowballed everybody, and we got everybody. Marcus Peters, DJ Humphries, and Andrew Luck. Now we have our quarterback of the future. That makes this a whole lot easier. DJ Humphries is only someone I got because he was super cheap. His contract really isn't bad at all for someone with potential. We always get rid of him if we want it. It's 5 years. Overall 13.8 with a bonus near 7. So his cap hit doesn't get higher than 5 his entire time in Miami, which is perfect. Because if he develops even to being in the 80s, I think that's a development or a good purchase, whatever. Probably shouldn't say purchase. That's maybe not the best word, but Marcus Peters got as well. Lowballed everybody, and it worked out really well. So we definitely have potential. It's time for the draft. There's going to be a lot of moving around trading. I'm not sure I'm going to show everything. Probably just drafting players outside of the first move, because I feel like I'm going to have to navigate the board a lot because I'm going to be moving down probably pretty frequently unless there's like some otherworldly stud prospect here. Actually, it's a pretty disappointing class from what I can tell, so I might be just... I know this can be weird. I might just trade down completely. Okay, I'm trading number 1 overall, and I don't know about this trade. I know I'm getting 3 first-round picks, number 17, number 31, number 12 next year projected. I feel like I should have traded down like 2 and then like tried that same trade, but there goes our first-round pick, except we have 2 more now. But I don't know. I feel like I should just continue to trade down. I haven't decided. Trading number 17 overall. I don't want the pick. I want picks next year because it'll be hopefully a better class and we'll have more picks to work with. We're just basically putting our success off another year while we build up the core, which, again, you might not agree, but I think it's the best move. So it's number 17 overall, 2 4s for a first and a second next year from the Vikings. I'm counting on them being terrible. Will I take my first round pick at number 31 overall? Unlikely. I'm going to try to get a first round pick next year as well, depending on who I anticipate being really bad. Looks like the Buccaneers were real bad, and the Seahawks too, really? Packers? It's a little bit surprising. Trading number 31 overall, a second round pick, just 2 picks later even, and a 4th next year for a 1 and a 2 next year from the Jaguars, another team that I'm hoping is real bad. I think I finally will take a pick here at the end of the second round, provided like the player I want is still there. It'd be a cornerback, which we already have 2 decent corners, but if he's still available, and I don't even have to take him at 25. If he's like, he'll be available in the 3rd round. And if he's not, whatever. I'm gonna trade this second round pick for hopefully a first next year if I can figure out how to work that magic. All right, trading a second round pick this year, a sixth, and a third next year for a first from the Patriots. Hopefully, Tom Brady's retired and they'll be really bad. So that could be a really good pick. You never know. And there goes the corner. He's only a 72, but like whatever. It's kind of annoying. All right, let's take the tackle here, Dejon Broyles. He's a 69 overall. Nice. He'll be able to play right away because our team's terrible. But I think that's gonna do it for the draft. We'll see what the CPU manages to grab for us. It's gonna be bad still. All right, did the CPU get anything good? Yeah, they drafted a 70 overall in the 7th round. All right, that's the best possible thing that we could have hoped for. I'm in on that. That's a great pick. All right, week 1. Here's the team. I'm not gonna bother going into free agency and then like getting a bunch of free agents to fill out the team. Now, should I do that? Without question, I should. I mean, if anybody's there, I guess I will. I know I just said I wasn't going to. I don't think it's worth it. There's no real point. And there's not really a whole lot of talent there anyway. We'll pick up Tyrod Taylor. But other than that, nobody else. Who cares? It's the second season. We're not going to be good still. We're a 59 overall. The offense is coming along. We have a lot of picks next year. We should be able to capitalize on them in a big way. We're very, very bad, but who knows? Maybe Jonathan Ledbetter will have a big season at 12 overall. What are his ratings? Oh, he's pretty much 0 everything. He's got great pursuit. All right, good for Jonathan Ledbetter. Okay, so there's no point in even simulating to the midseason mark again because, I mean, maybe Andrew Luck's going to carry our team, but there's no one to re-sign because we just got everyone on long-term contracts, so there's no point to stop. We're going to go straight to the playoffs. We're not going to be good, and then we're going to reassess in another offseason. We would finish 0-16 yet again, but we scored some points. Stayed in it with the Jets, and we didn't even have the worst offense. Andrew Luck, I mean, could have been worse, I guess. But, yeah, whatever. Kareem Hunt had a pretty good year. You can't hate on that. Josh Malone. Stellar year from him. Defensively, Xavier Howard had almost triple-digit tackles, which isn't great for a corner. 5 sacks for Kamalu. 2 picks for Marcus Peters. Okay. Did we win any awards? I already know the answer is no, but you might as well check. See if we see, a stray dolphin out there. Like, they got out of the ocean and they just swam under a bridge and they got trapped in a bay. I don't know. The stray dolphin. We have Defensive Rookie of the Year. Okay, Jermaine Grimes. And we also finished in second for that. I don't know who they are. I don't know how we got them. But they won Defensive Rookie of the Year. So good for them. It's off-season time. I'm not bringing back Tyrod Taylor. There's no point. But I am going to go into free agency. We still have a lot of money. It's time to shell out some big money again. Get some big players to help out this team. And Keanu Neal, I mean, superstar X Factor, 26-year-old safety, I mean, should be a no-brainer, right? Okay, so we got Keanu Neal. Already a huge addition to our team. As, again, I mean, this team is starting to come together. I've offered on some other guys. It seems like we're being outbid on Reuben Foster, which I don't really care about, and Sidney Jones, which would be nice, but we're not going to match what the Chargers are doing. So I'm comfortable still with the offers that I've made. I'm not going to go in on them anymore. If we sign them, we sign them. If we don't, we don't. The only player I really wanted was Keanu Neal, and we got him. We got Tyus Bowser. Sidney Jones decided to go elsewhere, which is fine. Again, we expected that. We got a 69 overall left guard, who was like 24, so that's a big addition. And now it's time for the draft. We can really capitalize and get our team better. We pick at number 1 overall, of course. We also pick at number 7. I was hoping for a slightly better pick than that, but it's 7, 8, 10, 14. We have 3 second-round picks. We're in a good spot. It's really time to improve this team now. I'm going to trade down from number 1 to number 2. In the process, we pick up a second-round pick at the very top of the second round, and a first-round pick next year from the Lions, who were just evidently really, really bad. And then I'll try to do the same thing with the Bucs if they'd like to do that, as a 78 overall cornerback out of Oak State goes number 1 overall. But we know about Oak State cornerbacks. Justin Gilbert, bust. We know about anyone with a J name coming out of Oklahoma State, especially named Justin. And Jaden, that's close enough to Justin. Justin Blackman, huge bust. So we dodged a bullet. That guy's going to suck, trust me. All right, trading number 2 back to 6 for a first round pick next year and a second round pick this year from the Chargers. And then we'll probably take that pick at number 6 overall. We have 3 straight picks, 6, 7, 8, and then skip 1 And then we have, what did I say, 6, 7, 8, so 9. What's after 9? Shoot. I don't, oh, we'll see the number when it pops up. So the top guy on my board is actually a running back, and the rest of like the actual good players are not first round guys. So I really hate to do this again, but I again think the best move is to trade back. All right, I mean, we might as well just take some picks. So having a great backup running back wouldn't be too bad. Also gives us maybe some trade flexibility for Kareem Hunt. He's a 76 overall. He's got star or better development. I know it's a weird thing that one of my first picks of this entire thing is a running back when that's not a position of need, but he's a good player, and sometimes you got to take good players. We're going to go Dallas Robbins here. He's a tackle. Looks to be pretty good. 76 overall, star or better development. That is fantastic for a tackle. So we're building up this offensive line. A lot of good offensive linemen in this class, so why not continue to build up that portion of our team? All right, trading number 14. I also traded number 10, by the way. 34 in this draft, a fourth next year for a first next year, and an 80 overall right guard with a decent development trait from the Vikings. So I'm doing a lot of trading, and I've got a lot of good offensive linemen, and I'll probably continue to draft them just because they're some of the best players in these classes, or in this class, I should say. I don't know how much I'm going to continue to draft offensive linemen after this draft, but we should be set after this. I mean, as you can see, I have two more offensive linemen on here. Let's take Jaron Hooks, though. 73 overall, star or better development. He's right outside linebacker, speed rusher type. Pretty well balanced, not an exceptional player, but could play a big role for us in the future, especially depending on his development. And I'm definitely going to take a tackle. I'll take both of these picks, probably. All right, I guess I have 3. Is there any reason to stretch there? They're not going to go to the 4th and 6th, or slightly before that. So I don't know. 2 second-round picks for a first-rounder from the Cardinals next year. And I will be taking that tackle at number 10 overall in the second round, which is number 38 overall, I guess, technically. 42. Am I stupid? I did it as a joke earlier, but I think I'm just actually stupid. Here we go. Let's go Curtis McFarland. He is a 77 overall, number 5 in the class, only normal development. We take him at number 42. Pretty good player. Okay, so we are up to an 80 overall. I did sign some guys out of free agency to kind of fill out the roster a little bit. But I mean, it's a pretty solid team for what we were just a couple of years ago. We have some great pieces in place. Some guys that can definitely make a difference. I'm gonna move Mario Edwards over to right end because we have Jonathan Ledbetter still there, who is a 0 overall, which is not gonna work for me. We need somebody a little bit better over there, but the team is definitely improved a lot. Another guy I signed was Levi Wallace out of free agency, who was an 80 overall. Like, there's still some really, really bad players in here, obviously, but the draft classes being a little bit lackluster have certainly hurt. We're going to go straight to the playoffs again, which I guess we have a chance to make, but yeah, the draft classes being lackluster have hurt us. Usually they're a lot better, but I mean, what are you going to do? A lot of what rebuilding is building through the draft, and we just haven't been able to do that as much as I've wanted to. We've done well in free agency every time because we have infinite money to just throw at people, but when we get a bunch of draft picks and we can't draft studs, it kind of hurts a little bit. And when we can't trade those picks for great players, it kind of hurts a little bit. But it looks like we have 2 superstar development players that we drafted, or higher even. So that's always a great thing. Robbins is superstar, which is incredible. We knew that he would be superstar. I don't know why he was not starting there. And when we looked at that depth chart, that's a little bit strange. And the team signed Daniel Kilgore for some reason. Why would that have happened? Did we not have a center? I guess not. And Hooks has superstar X Factor. That is incredible. And he made the Pro Bowl his rookie year. He's got Fearmonger. Dude, we've got a lot of potential on this team. Again, I think we're close, and we're definitely getting better. We're at 87 overall. We didn't make the playoffs. We finished at 5-11. Still very bad. But, I mean, it's hard not to get excited about the potential of this team. Leighton Vander Esch is in free agency. Now that'd be a big addition to our team. I think he's going to be a little bit expensive. He's 15 mil. I just don't think we can afford that. I know we have 70 mil, but I'm saying, based on all the big contracts we've handed out already, I don't really think it would be financially sound to offer Leighton Vander Esch a big deal. I think that would suffocate us a little bit from a cap perspective. So I would rather not do that and then give money to Michael Gallup, who can be a great receiver for us if we manage to land him. Jerron Reed is a bit old for progression in this game. Anthony Miller, 27, I know it sounds crazy, a bit old. I really would like to draft some studs. We just haven't been in a position to do that, unfortunately. Paradis here got up to superstar development. What is going on? Okay, so we got Michael Gallup and Deshaun Hamilton. I offered Deshaun Hamilton a contract because he was fairly cheap. He's 27 years old. Kareem Hunt is up to superstar X Factor, by the way, and he had superstar development. So the fact that he's an 80 overall, looks like he's about to be an 81. He's got more XP gain than the actual thing. I don't know what's going on with him, but Deshaun Hamilton is a pretty good pickup for our team. Good combo for Andrew Luck. And let's see here. Offensive line looks pretty good. We have DJ Humphries, who's not really doing much at this point. Might end up trading him. Tight end is fine. The offense really looks good. And then defensively, Hooks looks like he's a stellar player, as he, I assume, won Defensive Rookie of the Year. Big plays for Jerron Hooks. What were his numbers looking like? I don't really feel like going and checking out the total stats just because, again, we're not really a competitive team. But 9.5 sacks, 10 for loss, 70 tackles. Great rookie year for the pass rushing outside linebacker. What do we need to improve upon? Safety, corner still, but mainly defensive line and linebacker. So, I mean, you guys know how much I like drafting defensive linemen. We could be in a great spot. Let's hit the draft and let's capitalize big time on our picks. We should have some really good ones again, as we have we have number 2 and we have number 4. Broncos pick at number 1 overall. I'm not going to trade up. And they take a 74 overall tight end. Oh man, just got him before I could pick him. That sucks. So this cornerback does look quite good, and the fact that his numbers or his attributes are out of order, I think that usually means it's a great development because it means he won the Heisman or something. So Jalen Rosemond, we're going to take him. We're going to take the cornerback, maybe even move him back or somewhere. He's number 4 in the class. We took him at number 2, 76 overall. Does have star or better development, 90 speed, 78 man coverage. Does he profile at all as a safety? He's got decent tackling, and zone coverage could be a lot better, obviously. Block shed's a bit low, but hit power's kind of high. I don't know. I feel like he could definitely play safety. Maybe not the best safety ever, but I think he could do it. And now we will take Brian Blades out of Louisville, which is a sick name, by the way. Brian Blades, welcome to the Dolphins. Not the first time we drafted a player out of Louisville, of course. Well, I guess the Dolphins. Talking about Devontae Parker out of Louisville. But hopefully this one turns out to be a little bit better than Devontae Parker's been. He's number 5 in the class. We took him at number 4. Star better development. 82 power moves, 78 speed. He's got 75 block shedding. I think he's a versatile guy that could do a lot of different things for us, and he's a big addition to the team. Could play him on the edge, could play him on the inside if we wanted to do that. I don't even know that we have to stick in a 3-4. We really don't. We can do anything we want. Our team is pretty bad still, so we have the flexibility to move around for whatever we want to do. And now I'm going to take Montrell Butler, who looks like he's a stud. He profiles more as a safety. I think he's going to be great. Montrell Butler, welcome to the team. 76 overall, star or better development. Number 3 in the class. We took him at number 11, 92 speed. He definitely looks like more of a safety. Oh, for sure. Montrell Butler is going to play free safety for us. I think he's going to be a stud. Number 13 overall, a 3rd-round pick and a 5th-round pick for Khalil Mack. This is a no-brainer. He's 31 now, so he's very easy to trade for in the grand scheme of things, so I'm so happy to do that. And I want to trade for some good off-the-ball linebackers. Now you're thinking, why didn't you just get Leighton Vander Esch? I want to get somebody a little bit cheaper. Is there any way I can get Roquan Smith? Pretty much no. Okay. I'm just going to keep trading back a little bit because I've pretty much done all I can in this draft. So, got to get the most value that I can. So, first-round picks next year that I could potentially trade for players or even, for picks next year. I mean, who knows? Or for, to draft players. Trading DJ Humphries and a 3rd for Quentin Nelson. It's quite an addition on our offensive line. He is way too easy to trade for, so I'm going to take advantage of the system when we're rebuilding a 0 overall team. Has to be done. I haven't really done a whole lot of cheesing in this particular episode. I probably should have done way more if I wanted to win a Super Bowl year 2 or something like that. I could have really taken a long time and and done it a different way, but that's just not as much fun as building the team, like, actually. So yeah, we're gonna make some trades for some stud players if they're available, and that was just a trade that had to happen. So this is gonna be the team for season 4, season 3. I have no idea. I think it's probably season 4, right? I don't know. I moved to a 4-3. Blades is going to move inside to play defensive tackle. He's a little light for the position, but he'll be fine. Butler's been moved back to free safety. He's an even higher overall there. Rosemond would be a 77 overall. Strong safety, but he's going to stay at cornerback. It's a good third corner. We are in a really good position. I'm just missing like a few players. Like a slot receiver would be nice. I would have liked to draft one, but they're just really were not any good ones available. And I definitely want to get Blades as a rush D tackle. I don't know why he wouldn't be in that role. So just going to make some quick adjustments in the depth chart, and I will actually see you guys at the midseason mark now instead of actually simulating for the playoffs. Midseason mark, we are 6-1. So we've completely turned it around here in Miami. 1 loss on the season. Who was even a free agent? I saw Mark Walton, but like anyone? No, still nobody. Okay, so there's no real reason to even stop here. We'll upgrade the team. This looks like a playoff team just based on how well everyone's performing. Andrew Van Ginkel is way too low of an overall, so he's someone that can never be upgraded. Butler has at least superstar development, maybe even higher. So that is awesome to see. As, yeah, I mean, offense is looking pretty good. And then defensively, Butler's got superstar development. That is awesome. Blades has superstar development too. Okay. We are a defensive tackle and some linebackers away. But this is a really, really good-looking team. Playoff bound for sure. Maybe even the Super Bowl. First round bye. Killer. We went 15-1. What do you mean? I can't go 15-1 with a God squad yet. Go 15-1 here. No force wins, obviously. We lost to the Bills. 15-1. A 2-point win over the Jets. 3-point win over the Steelers. A 15-win season. Unbelievable. That is the last thing I expected. Andrew Luck had a hell of a year. We had the first offense. What about defense? 11th defense in terms of yards, so that's not great. Kareem Hunt had 19 rushing touchdowns. We were first in points scored. And then defensively, we were 7th in points allowed. So really, really good season on all accounts. Andrew Luck, great year. Kareem Hunt, unbelievable year. Receiving Michael Gallup, great year. Deshaun Hamilton, great year. Defensively, Kadarius McCann had a decent season. Can't say much about that. Khalil Mack, 13.5 sacks, 11.5 for Jerron Hooks. Interceptions, 2 for Keanu Neal, Rosemond, Butler, and Xavier Howard. Now, we probably won something. Maybe it's MVP. It's Russell Wilson. Andrew Luck finishes at 4. AFC Offensive Player of the Year is Patrick Mahomes. Andrew Luck at 2. No Kareem Hunt. He's at number 10. Okay. Defensive Player of the Year, Ryan Shazier. Offensive Rookie of the Year goes to Tay Mace. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jalen Rosemond. Got Montreal Butler at 2. Brian Blades at 3. So first round bye. We're going to do another season after this regardless of what happens. But wow, what a hell of a team we've assembled. They're performing in a huge way now. And we are ready to face who's ever going to meet us in the divisional. Bring them on. All right, not going to jump in here. We're just going to see if we can beat the Colts. They went 10-6, and we are advancing. You got the 14-2 Browns in the conference championship. This one is going to be, we can't even upgrade Andrew Van Ginkel, but this one is going to be very, very tough to win. We'll see if we can manage it to the Super Bowl. The 0 overall Dolphins, and we don't do it. Of course, not a 0 overall anymore, but the Browns end up facing the Cowboys, but that's fine, man. We didn't have any impending free agents anyway. We can just have another free agency period, another offseason of being fantastic. There's nobody to re-sign. Just we'll use all of our money, and we'll have a great draft. We have only 20 mil. That's why I didn't want to sign Leighton Vander Esch, but Nick Bosa's here. We just don't need him. Oh, Bobby Wagner's here, who's old. Leonard Williams can play defensive tackle, and we need defensive tackle pretty badly. How expensive is he going to be? Over 11. Come on now. All right, we got Bobby Wagner. He's old now, so he's less good, but this is a rental contract anyway. Offensive line is definitely good enough. Michael Gallup got up to superstar development. We need a receiver. That's going to be our biggest focus in the draft. Am I missing anything? We need off-the-ball linebackers and a corner, maybe. So D tackle, off the ball linebackers, 2 of them. Well, I mean McCann. Who is this? Kadarius McCann. You can play off the 83 zone coverage. Okay, we really need 1 off the ball linebacker, a corner, a D tackle, and a receiver. So we have more than 3 first-round picks, I think. We should be able to do that very easily. So we pick at number 2. We'll just see who the Lions take. And it is a 77 overall right end. Pretty good. Trading down from 2 to number 9, picking up a first-round pick next year in the process. And the reason is because I think I could end up trading that for something. Not a great draft class, again, for the things that I need for the most part. There are no receivers who are all that good. But we should be able to take a sick defensive tackle here in David Patterson out of Stanford. Welcome to the team. He is a 78 overall, number 1 in the entire draft. We took him at number 9, star better development. Really, really solid player. 80 speed, 93 strength, good block shake, great power moves. Yeah, he's a stud. Are we going to take a cornerback here? Tim Beacham, just because he looks really good. So might as well add him to the team. He is a 78 overall, number 2 in the class. Also star better development. We took him at number 12. Really, really good player. Another guy that I could see moving back to safety. Low tackling, so maybe not, but a really, really good cover player. Next pick's going to be a defensive tackle, provided he's still on the board, and he is. So, I mean, we're just going to be set. Like, we could take Carlos Sample. He looks like he's really good, but we're going to opt for another defensive tackle in Le'Veon O'Neal, who is a 77 overall, star better development, ranked number 6 in the class. We take him at number 15. He honestly looks even better than the first defensive tackle we took. He's just a bit slower. So he looks like he's an absolute stud. We're just having a hell of a draft. Like, where was this season 1, man? We're just going to take a running back here, Jamal Jeffries, just because he looks like he's really good. And he is. 77 overall, star better development. Number 4 in the class. We don't need him, but he's a really good player. Could trade him for something. I need a stud receiver still. So why not? We're just taking all the best players in the draft. Why not continue the trend? All right, Gregory Hillhouse out of Ohio State. Welcome to the team. 77 overall, normal development, number 5 in the class. We took him at number 41. Did we just take like the entire top 6 pretty much? Maybe. Another offensive lineman here. Tyler Ackerman, 76 overall, number 11 in the class. We took him at 44. Only normal development, but still a pretty good player. As we have like so much depth on this team. I'm just going to simulate to the end of the draft. We're going to look to make some big trade for a receiver probably, or an off-the-ball linebacker. They just really weren't as good in this class as I would have liked them to be. But we can definitely move some players around and get some sick players in this team to make a Super Bowl run here in what should be the final season. So we had the number 1 player, number 2, number 3, number 4, skip number 5, number 6, number 8. I mean, we just had so many top players. We had a lot of top picks. So, I mean, I guess that makes sense. All right, trading for Mike Evans, Tyus Bowser, and I think the left tackle we drafted this year, as well as a first-round pick for Mike Evans. Big receiver addition to our team, obviously not just in ability, but in stature as well. Obviously, 6'5". He's a huge target, superstar X Factor. Receiving core now looks great. Could use another, like a good 4th, but still looking to make some trades because I want to pick up a really good inside linebacker. Oh, okay. The running back we drafted in year 1, as well as the left guard Ackerman, just straight up for Luke Kuechly. So, I mean, that happened. That's pretty cool. And I guess I could use, since we're in a 3-4, could use another defensive tackle just for depth to come in like goal line situations. I have a first-round pick. I don't know what I can get for it. I might like trade Marcus Peters as well, if I can, for a really good defensive tackle, just to kind of make the cap work a little bit better, because I think we have 3 cornerbacks still that are pretty good regardless of that. Anyone on the Broncos? Probably not. Okay, first round pick Marcus Peters and a 4th for Chris Jones, who is way better than we needed to get. Like he's way of a better defensive tackle than what I was actually thinking about going after, but it happened. So here we are. Yeah, all right, so the team is pretty amazing at this point. Only thing holding us back might be a bad attitude. I don't know. I mean, we've got a great team. I think we should be doing all right. We're coming off a loss at the midseason mark. We're 5-3. Ugh. I mean, that's not bad, obviously, but we just went 15-1 last season, and we got a lot better. I was kind of expecting, and silly me for expecting this, by the way, but I was kind of expecting a really good season. 5-3 is not terrible, but it's not like next level amazing. Playoff time. We are 10-6. We just snuck in. Le'Veon O'Neal has a good development trait. We're 94 overall. Like, we've obviously built an absolute juggernaut, as I usually strive to do. Great offense. And then defensively, superstar development for O'Neal. Any other rookies we drafted? He just has star. A little bit disappointing, but it's a really, really good team. We're in a great spot. I think we are set up in a really good position to win the Super Bowl. We gotta win the games that we need to win. Write that one down. That's a wise statement right there. Andrew Luck, good season. Kareem Hunt, good season. I mean, everybody is gonna have a pretty good season when we have these great players on this team. Khalil Mack had a really good season. Where is the outside linebacker? Jaron Hooks only had 2.5 sacks. I feel like he didn't really even play a lot. What's going on with that? Because he's not even a primary rush edge. Even though he's a really, really good player, he just didn't even really play. Like, he's amazing, and he's not even on the field. That's my fault. All right, new team. I'm ready to face the Texans. They're an 82 overall to our 94, which certainly means a loss is inbound. Yeah, we're pretty much dominating. This isn't even close. 35-3. It's too late for the Texans. They can have a run. It doesn't matter. 35-10 is your final. This Dolphins team advances to the divisional round. The Texans were simply no match. Chargers in the divisional at Dignity Health Sports Park. Prestigious venue, that is. Ooh, close game here. It is 20. Okay, 2 scores. We might jump in here with 3.5 minutes to go just to see what we can do. I mean, Phillip Rivers is still playing. There's no way he's over a 75 overall, by the way. But we need to stop, like, really, really badly. And Melvin Gordon's breaking tackles, a lot of them. I guess, thank God, there's going to be a hold that brings this thing back. Yeah, that probably just saved the game for us in a big way. All right, big 3rd and 15. And Phillip Rivers missed. I mean, I tried to take over the middle. Oh, Whitaker. They gave him 17? That feels like that's in bad taste. He's thrown for 5 touchdowns on our defense today. So I guess the weakness of our team is the secondary. That much is clear to me now. Oh, don't run at me. That's a blitz. That's not fun. On the run, Andrew Luck finds Mike Evans. I think we're going to get in the end zone here. Might even go for 2. Oh, that's a great block up the middle. Kareem Hunt down to the 1. We just got to kick this thing in there. Clearly. That's what Kareem Hunt does best. 3rd and goal. That's he's blah, blah, blah. Shut up with the Kareem Hunt, whatever. We're going to score a touchdown here. I want to go for 2. I do. I'm going to call a timeout and go for 2. If we don't make it, whatever. We had a good time in the video anyway. It's not about that. Can we run on this? I think so. We're going to give it to Kareem Hunt. And he is into the end zone. 2-point conversion successful. That one was really close to not being successful. 23 seconds to play defense. Good drive. All right, last play for the Chargers. We'll see what they do. They just lob it up. That's going to be the game. I hope so. 1 second left. Are we joking here? Oh, it was 4th down anyway. No, it was 1st. What am I talking about? The red line screwed me up. All right, Luke Kuechly's going to blitz. Hopefully we just get to the quarterback. Nice job, Luke Kuechly. There's no point in even blitzing anymore. That's intercepted, though, by Beachum, and the game is over. 36-35 is your final. We've got the Chiefs in the conference championship. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the team. This has got to be a Super Bowl squad. I know I jumped in and I didn't force us into a win there, but I made sure that it happened pretty much. I could have made a mistake, as I usually do. In fact, my mom did about 21 years ago. That's how old I am. We have another hefty lead here. This is looking a lot like the Texans game, and it's already over. Thanks for playing. It's over. 45-9 as this Dolphins team murders the Chiefs. This is it's another Trail of Tears. Sorry. Super Bowl time. Let's put on a smile. So this is your final team before the Super Bowl. It is just a bunch of studs here. We're ready to go. We have so many superstar X factors. We have so many superstar development players. We just got a great squad ready to go out there and have some fun. No, we want to win. Who cares about fun? They're an 89 overall. The Cowboys are coming to play. Okay, let's show them how it's done here. So the last time the Dolphins matched up with the Cowboys in the Super Bowl was 1972. From the 71 season. The Dolphins were murdered, by the way, 24-3. Someone called PETA. This is like some SeaWorld devastation. Tom Landry against Don Shula for the head coach, and then of course it was Staubach against Greasy, or was I believe so. I don't know why I can't find it. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. Those were probably the two quarterbacks for those teams. But yeah. Let's see if we can go ahead and get our revenge here in the Super Bowl against the Dallas Cowboys. And we are playing... Where is this? I don't know. Close game here in the third quarter as the Cowboys are really fighting to stay in it. And they tie 20-20, but we go ahead by a touchdown. It is 27-27. 43 seconds remain. And we're going to try and win this one. Maybe I'll run the ball a little bit and kick the game winner, or maybe we'll even score a touchdown. There's enough time. We have Kareem Hunt. He's a bit of a beast. Good block. Spin back. Okay, first down. We have 500 total yards. This offense is unreal. They don't have any timeouts to ice us, but can we get into the end zone? Kareem Hunt down to the 3. We are so close to winning this game. Imagine if they stripped the ball because I'm trying to run it in. That'd be very sad. 3rd and goal. I don't want to risk the field goal miss, so we're going to go up the middle. Kareem Hunt meets him in the hole, but he is shut down. But with just a few seconds left, we're calling our final timeout that we're going to need. We have one left, but we're not going to need it. And we're going to try and win this thing. Kick is up. I think I got it. Well, it's not up, but it's going to be up. Snap, kick, field goal, successful. And the Dolphins have beaten the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. The 0 overall rebuild is successful. We built a fantastic team, and we got fantastic results here winning a Super Bowl in whatever year that it happens to be of this. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was a lot of fun to do. It's always fun to build really, really good teams. But, yeah, thank you so much for watching. I had a blast. Hope you did as well. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.